Alrighty, we're back.
Yes.
Back to the ring. The Elden Ring. Not the ring that kills you in 7 days, but the Elden Ring.
I heard they're coming out with a new entry in that franchise.
I feel like they come up with a new entry in that franchise like every year or two. It just never comes over here.
Yeah, I think it's called like Sadako DX.
Yep. Alright, so, as I was mentioning to you before we started streaming, I have found a few things that are more or less in a straight line that we're going to want to check out.
Yes.
So, we got a thing right here. Got a thing up here.
Uh-huh.
There's a cave I know about here. And one here. There's a boss. Oh, I'm starting to lose my points. I can just have 5 of these at a shot. Okay. There's a boss I found here. And then there's another invasion up here.
Okay.
Now, I did go through this cave. I do know what's in there. I did not go through this one, so I have no idea what's here.
Ooh.
And I didn't fight this boss. It only started it, and I ran away.
Oh, okay, okay. Because I did say that you can run away from outdoor bosses.
Yes, you can. Alright, now if I go straight here.
And I was
the one side
I was
path.
watching a bit of GDQ, like the replays, and somebody beat Elden Ring in 33 minutes.
I mean, I assume if you know the teleports, you can do it.
Actually, they did. Of course, glitches were involved.
Well, yeah,
But-
that too.
But there was one really wacky one where I think they were saying you alternate walking and blocking on the frame, and if done properly, you will zip forward. Like, great distance.
Interesting.
But again, it's one of those frame perfect things.
You
And
have to practice that. See, that's the one. Like, I am so impressed by like speedrunners like that. But then at the same time, I'm like, how much time have you wasted to just do this one thing?
yeah,
You did it
and
really well.
but it's like if you know the rhythm, you can do it anywhere basically.
Alrighty, this bad boy over here.
Not seen you before. Name's Bernard. Tarnished, just like you. Let me ask you something.
Things fancy armor.
Are
I've
you
never noticed
here
that
in the
before.
lands between to take up the fight?
Look at all the lions.
Does your faith in the guidance of grace hold firm, despite the collapse of the Golden Order?
My faith holds
you're
firm.
a Tarnished through and through. Takes me back.
Look at those
That's a
duck
quality
feet.
needed now more than ever. Any
Quack,
interest in bearing the torch of my battle arts? All I know is the sword. Picked up a fair few tricks in my time, too. Now's the time to pass them on. To a good and proper Tarnished, like you.
Ooh, will he teach us skills? Ooh, he
has
will.
Ashes of War that we can buy. Now, I'm going to assume that at some point he's gonna like come back
Whoa.
with more.
Okay.
Let's see here. Oh, there's also dialogue I think we can get from Millennia, depending on whatever grace we sit at. At least that
Okay.
seems to be the case. Because there's one place where she had dialogue that I don't think we ever sat at.
Oh.
Nope. So I'm gonna see
Well.
about buying as much of this stuff as I can. Just so that way we never have to come back and deal with him unless he restocks with new stuff.
Oh, and in the speedrun I saw, they only fought like 2, maybe 3 bosses, and then the final one, so like 4 in total. So, no, it was 2. Crap, I forget if it was 2 or 3, but so they only really had 2 level up sessions. I think from 8 to the mid-20s, and then mid-20s to low 40s. So Yeah, so it
Oh,
must have been only 2 then. But just going from weak to powerful
There's a
in like
myriad of battle
one
arts
boss.
in these lands that I've
Yeah?
yet to discover. Mementos of all the warriors who raised their arms in battle, lost and died. A fine tale, all told of true chivalric romance. That's how I fell in love with the sword and the arts of combat. It grants meaning even to falling in battle, to death itself.
And
that's all he's got.
I think one of the bosses gave like 50,000 runes, so they were able to like level up crap ton.
Such a deep boss.
Yeah.
Look at all these wolves trying to get me.
But what about our wolf friend?
Hey, here it goes. I'm dead. I killed our wolf friend.
Oh.
Enough, puppy. Enough. My wolf friend here just wants to lick the shit out of the hands while I'm trying to play.
I thought we still had a quest to complete from him.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's the other thing. We gotta go back and check up on him because we walked away and he was sitting right there and we didn't even realize it.
Oh, like you were talking about like one of the wolf enemies.
No, I was talking about the wolf head man. Lied.
Oh, but you said he's dead.
No, I was talking about the wolf I literally just killed as you said that.
Ah. Okay.
Alright, you're dead. Give me your lovely little talisman. That's nice. Hammer time.
Ooh.
Alright, so I did also notice something. I forgot to look into this. Cool. Multiplayer. Nice. Also Ghost. I wonder where's the fight? To fight as a warrior, lost. So why, O guardians of grace, are this door not open? So I'm guessing this is like a multiplayer area. Either that, or this ghost is crazy. So I have noticed, and this might happen a little bit in the stream, I don't know for sure, that
Yep.
I've had a little bit of stuttering with this, where the game kind of like freezes for a second and then picks back up. I don't know
Okay.
why it's happening. I need to look into it. Like right there, it just happened.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's like a half-second freeze and then it picks up. But I need to figure out what's going on with that. That'll happen probably throughout the stream, now and then.
Is it something about the latest patch?
I don't think there was an update. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I need to look into what I can do to fix it. Hey, boys. Alright, now how do can I get up here without you noticing? Are you gonna all trigger at once?
Oh, and I did hear one of the worst enemies in a speedrunner in Elden Ring, Squirrels.
Squirrels?
There are supposedly, as you're running through the forest, squirrels will run out in your path and basically either slow down or block torrent.
Huh. Oh, it's those probably like those big squirrels that we see in the wild. That
Yeah.
we, like, can kill for the bones. Like these guys here.
So they will run out and block torrent.
Yeah, slow you down. So it's not even like an actual threat to you, it's literally just a threat to the dog. Or to the horse. To slow him
And
down.
and the timer.
Yeah, it's a threat to the time.
And I just love it when speedrunners say, oh, this could cost you a few seconds. And I'm just like, a few seconds is something you need to worry about? But yeah, it is.
As a speedrunner, yeah, why wouldn't it be? It'd be the biggest thing to worry about, I would think.
Yeah, it could be the difference between a 1 hour and 59 minutes.
Yeah. Alright, come on, friends. Let's go to some of your Right. I want the helmet. He's got a nice helmet. I've yet to get them to drop it.
I do always like the helmets with, like, I don't want to say hair on it, but...
I think the word you're looking for is a plume.
Yeah.
Oh, shit! Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steak America. We're right outside.
And do those pop up when you're, like, closer to 2?
Does what pop up?
Like the choice you made.
No. Either I can go to her grace, or if one of these statues is nearby. It's been a minute, because I don't usually use it.
Okay, and is there a benefit to going to a statue rather than a grace?
You're just closer.
Ah.
Like, for instance, it could be like a halfway point in the dungeon.
Ah.
I like how these guys are dropping stuff like crazy, but I can't get anything out of Godric Knight Captain or whatever he is.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Alright, dog. I'm so tired of your crap.
And now I'm just remembering playing, like, the Oregon Trail, like, years ago and hunting squirrels. And I'm just thinking, like, back in, like, and I'm sure people still may eat squirrel occasionally.
Oh, yeah, there's plenty of hunters that
Like, I just wonder how it is. Like, could you have, like, at some, like, Georgia State Fair, fried squirrel?
probably. Although that said, it's not exactly helpful for you. At least not in large quantities, as you say. And that's generally because it has... That's because it has, like, next to no fat. It's not a food you can survival.
Oh.
It's more like a pleasure thing if you enjoy it to eat it.
So, like, lots of good protein there.
It's got plenty of protein in it, but there's no fat, so it's not that good. I remember watching, like, I forget, it might have been Man vs. Wild, or, what was the other one? Bear Grylls? No, Survivor Man. Survivor Man was the other one. Might have been one of them or both that mentioned about, like, if you eat, like, only squirrel, you can't survive off it because of the lack of fat in it.
But I guess it could be one of the healthier carnival foods you can eat.
Maybe? I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure what is actually in it as far as, like, not survival, like,
Yeah, yeah.
you know.
Well, if you have, like, a meat without too much fat in it, if you pair it well with other things, it would be, like, a healthy-ish diet.
Maybe? Like I said, I don't know how much nutrients are lost with the lack of fat.
Okay.
And how much, like, as a squirrel, as an animal, is going to be able to provide you.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, like normally, unlike, say, you know, an elk or a venison, like, from a deer.
Yeah. I'm not saying I would eat it every day.
No, I'm just saying. It's one of those things where it's like, I'm not sure what the actual health difference. Right as I was going to drink. And of course I didn't summon the freaking imps. Come on, you got a chest in here that's got some decent stuff in it. I think it's got a weapon if I recall right. Don't remember if we can use it. You're gone. You're gone.
Oh. Oh. Squirrel is very high in cholesterol.
Oh, there you go. Good cholesterol or bad cholesterol?
It just doesn't say that.
I'm just going to assume all the cholesterol.
Probably. A pound of, but this is 1 pound, and a pound of roasted squirrel meat is 136% of the daily cholesterol.
136. Wow. I wonder how much a pound of. I don't know. I would think a squirrel is like at least a couple pounds. Maybe like 1 or 2 pounds. Although once you like skin it and take everything off, I don't know how much of that is going to be worthwhile. Stop stabbing me. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of stabs. Unless they're backstabs like this.
Yeah.
Look, man. Alright, you owe me a lot of runes for that chiropractic. For being chiropractic, alright? You've worked all those knots out of your back. There he goes. Yay, we're making progress again, finally.
Finally! Have you ever seen those, like, I think they're called chirp wheels? Where, like, yeah, it's just like, I'm thinking it is hard plastic, and, like, you put it along your spine and roll along it, and it supposedly, like, helps, like, straighten your spine, or, like...
I've not heard or seen any of those things.
But it's, like, supposedly, like, helps with, like, back issues.
Nope, never heard of it.
Mm.
I'm not surprised something like that would exist, but I've not heard of it. Is this better or worse than my current shield?
Yeah, I've seen commercials. I've seen YouTube commercials for it about maybe like 6 months ago.
Okay. So it's a recent thing then.
Yeah, it comes in like 3 sizes.
Sizes.
And the funniest thing was, they showed somebody in an office doing it, and I'm just like, I don't think, well, depending on your office, it would just look weird if somebody would come in, hey Jim, here's a what are you doing?
Yeah, right.
It's like,
you need somebody else to do it on your back, wouldn't you?
No. You lay down on the ground and roll along it.
Oh, okay, I was misunderstanding. Also, this guy's back. And he's permanent.
Huh.
He will respawn. And, funny thing, I saw a ghost while I was playing that wears his helmet, so you can get the helmet. I assume he drops it.
Uh-huh. And how many souls does he drop?
Like 250. He doesn't drop that much, surprisingly. I was thinking he was going to be closer to 1,000 when I killed him the first time. He's not very good for farming. At least not at the level we're at.
Yeah.
Maybe like later on, like earlier on. Hello, octopus. I don't like you. There's got to be. Wasn't there? Oh right, I got to get up there earlier. That's why. Gotta go further back.
Gotta go back.
Gotta go back. Gotta go back fast.
Yeah, like, this area just looks so lush.
I can take you to a place. Well, we'll be going there eventually anyway. That is not quite so lush.
It's like, what happened with the lands between that there aren't that many people living there?
See, that's the question now, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh no, that's what I was looking for. Like, it's hard to say. We haven't figured it out yet. I mean, there's still a lot of people that are, like, up there on the stakes screaming.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
But it's like we only have, like, a village, a small village, like, every so often, and I'm like, why isn't this world a little bit more populated?
Well, a lot of them are also in, like, disrepair and been destroyed, right? So, who
Yeah.
knows? How much of that happened, like, when?
It's like, in all From Software games, it's like, here's a city, there's nobody living in it.
Sekiro does not do that. Bloodborne technically doesn't do that. Their setting is, like, people are all holed up inside because it's the night of the hunt. So there are people around, but they're, like, bunkered down. The few people you do speak to tend to be either behind a door, or, you know, you save them and bring them back to the hub area.
So Bloodborne takes place over the course of one day.
Night, but yeah, that's the idea.
Huh. It's just like with games like this. Is this all just... But since there is a day-night cycle...
Oh yeah, there's a night cycle in this one, so yeah. Dark Souls was weird in that all of them really, technically have a day-night cycle, but they're restricted to the zone they're in. So what time is going on when is kind of up for grabs. Like, what is it? When we fought the butterfly, you were in an area that was in nighttime. But, like, you go to Avalando, it's day. Well,
yeah.
Unless you do a certain thing, and then it goes to night. But then, you know, there's other areas like Sen, which is in day.
Yeah.
Not that you get to see the sky much until they end.
Yeah, and Blighttown, which is perpetually in swamp.
Yes, it's perpetually swamp. If you look up high enough, it is technically day, but who knows, you're down so deep.
Yeah.
So I found one of these guys over here. Look at those monkey feet.
Ooh.
And you get up, pick up the advanced because I'm waking him up, a smacking the little ankles.
Well, if you hit him fast enough, you could have killed him before he stands up.
I mean, I'm doing that right now.
Yeah.
What did he drop? He dropped the golem's helmet. Okay, I didn't get that when I killed him. Either that or I missed it, one of the two. Golem halberd, what is that? Weapon, but what does it do? Great halberd of a black stone crafted by a civilization now gone to ruin, wielded by the guardian golem. Quickly charge forward. Okay, it's just a charge. Alright, interesting. Not useful to me, but interesting. Not yet, anyway. Let's go this way.
So, I wonder if in the new Armored Core game, will there be patches?
I mean, he existed in the previous one. Why wouldn't he exist in this one?
Will he be voiced by the same guy as the Souls-ish patches?
If it's patches, yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Unthinkable. Our hallowed resting place is violated. To refuse the Erd Tree's call to return, to live within death. Sickening. So that makes me wonder if there's some kind of reincarnation thing that's been broken. Which might explain your question as to why there's not people. They're refusing to, like, be, you know, recycled, essentially, or something.
Huh.
Alright, so this is the cave I don't know anything about. We will come back to this one a little later.
Okay.
Because I'd rather try to clear out what we do know about first, quickly.
And didn't we encounter some other catacombs before?
Not ones we didn't already complete.
No. So we have encountered like a catacomb before, right?
I don't think it was called Catacomb, but yes.
Okay.
No. Alright, let me teleport here, because he should be... Wolfboy should be somewhere around here. Although his icon isn't here, so I don't know. Maybe he's moved on already. Which kind of sucks.
Or maybe, just maybe, since he's a wolf, he only appears at night.
Fair point, though I don't remember what time it was. Here, let me go ahead and just speed up the time.
Maybe to like
Nightfall.
evening.
It doesn't show his icon still.
Okay.
That's still you. That's him. Nistlids don't have him. Selin. Yura. Alright, well, we'll check. Might still be there, might not. Which means we've missed out on a slight reward. Not a big one.
Souls and a weapon?
Not a weapon, not souls, it was some upgrade materials. Nope, he's still here.
Hello!
His icon's just on the map for some reason. Hey, buddy.
Right. There you are. Had to work for it, but it's done. Don't say I'm not a man of my word. Here's your prize.
Thank you, sir. Now, these are nice, because these work for unique weapons.
Oh!
So, like that Reduvia dagger we have.
Oh, yes.
It'll upgrade that.
I should say, if you venture north to Rea Lucaria and come across a venerable blacksmith who's a little on the large side, tell him I sent you, and he'll be sure to treat you right. I owe you one, I reckon. That's enough chit-chat. It's time we parted ways.
Alright, cool. That's it.
So, he plays a lot of Pokemon.
What makes you say that specifically?
He mentioned Lucaria.
Lucario is the one you're talking about, but okay. I get that it's close.
Oh. Crap.
Not as clever as you thought you were.
No. I should not doubt the words of a Pokemon master like yourself.
A Pokemon adept, I would not consider myself in any way a master.
Well, you beat all 8 gens several times.
Doesn't mean much when they make it easier as the gens go on. Also, this guy's playing some music here.
Huh.
Oh, dear. Yeah, I terribly sorry. Are you here as a customer?
Can we buy an instrument?
He does not have one. Although here's a fun thing. We gotta finally find out what we can do with turtlenecks. Temporarily boost stamina recovery.
Huh. Pickled turtleneck.
Yep. No, that's flame chariots. I need to look at this. 'Cause I don't know.
I'm afraid I've very little to offer.
It's good stuff, though. What little you do have is good stuff. Now, what is this flame chariots thing? 'Cause I didn't look at this before. No, beware the fire monk's chariots bearing the faces of giants. A well-aimed blow to the chimney on top may prove effective, but opportunities for plunging attack will be rare indeed. Huh. Okay, so it makes it sound like there's more than one chariot. So it sounds like it's going to be a regular enemy, not a boss?
Do you think there is a silver chariot?
They said the Mad Monks. They didn't mention anything about whether or not they were silver, so perhaps.
Do you think they're French?
You know? Who knows?
Do you think there's a guy named Polnareff involved?
I don't know, maybe. Maybe one of those things wields a rapier. I have no idea.
I wasn't sure if you were getting it.
Maybe he'll get stabbed with an arrow and he'll become a Requiem chariot.
Yeah. Requiem stands were weird.
I wish they would expand it. They would have expanded upon them.
There's no mistake, is there? Death has left its mark.
You
once
were not
again.
here before. You must only show up at night.
So you were saying how, and spoiler for part 6, well, like, kind of,
I don't know if the other half of it is out yet, so maybe.
yeah, like, how, Gold Experience Requiem could have beaten Made in Heaven.
Probably one of the chance I could have. Especially if you consider, like, fighting Pushy before he even managed to get everything he needed.
Yeah.
So you're new. I have no idea why you're here. I can only assume it has to do with night, but that
I'm
would
sorry.
explain.
I cannot give you your proper rights, but at least you did not join those who live in death.
It
Your
would explain why there were
soul
so
will
many.
return to the Erd Tree in time. Honeyed rays of gold deliver this spirit.
Oh, what the hell is this armor set? What the fuck?
That looks kind of cool.
So there's a we ran into him, Lautrec, in Dark Souls 1. He had like arms across the chest of his chest piece that were like giving him a hug. This is like taking it to the next level. We've got like an entire fucking person wrapped around you. Like they've used the armors together.
Ah. So he's like cradling the head that's on his armor.
Yeah, well look, the other arm that's on from the gold side of the armor is underneath.
Yeah,
like,
I see
holding the
that.
chest. I
So
wonder.
Huh.
No, okay, so that arm is usable. Okay, so he just has it positioned that way. That's not like he has a single arm and that's it. Like the armor's fused to the head there.
Mm-hmm. So if he would lower his hand, the head wouldn't fall.
I would assume not. I think it's part of the armor.
Hmm.
Ah, a tarnished, are you? I'm known as D. I hunt down those who live in death and weed their death root.
Like
Heed my warning. The village
Vampire
here
Hunter
has
D?
been touched by death. And worse yet, it is home to a mariner. If you value your life, then go no further.
So he's talking about the boss I found down there.
The village here has been touched by death. Turn back while you still can.
Is that it?
The village.
And what exactly is a mariner?
You never heard of that term?
Well, I thought it had like a different context in this.
I can tell you that it does not.
Ah.
Look, I can see him right now. Look at him down there.
Okay.
That's a man on a boat, sir. So I didn't know what the heck he was until he like got close to shore, disappeared, and a health bar appeared in front of me. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I was walking slow, I was inspecting the area around, and then all of a sudden, he's like right there next to me, hits the shoreline, and disappears. And the health bar pops up. And I'm just like, what is happening?
Did he attack you in his boat?
He never got to the chance to attack me. I don't know what he does.
Oh. So, next time on Elden Ring, we will be finding the mariner?
That's the plan. I want to make one quick pit stop before that.